Chapter 9 A Sacred and Terrible Air. What was that sacred and terrible smell? That elusive smell in the air that time? My name is Ambrosius Saint-Miro. The Suruis say Ambrosius Pihamira, and in Grad they call me Svachamira. Dedushka? They ask, their eyes wide with affection. But I answer them, no, I am not your Dedushka. I am Ambrosius Santamira of Mesk, Ambrosio Hagiamira. I am Ambrosia, the holy world. You chose me, validated me with your life, with your mind, in your thought cabinet. In the evening, when you went to sleep, and the next morning from the windows of public transport. But what I do is no longer a conversation. There are no arguments here, no sides left to choose. The time for doubt is over. I come but once in an age. It is a great joy to live when I am in the world. I am innocent, and now you are too. When you make a decision, either it was right, or it was mistaken. When I decide, my decision simply is. Back then, when God still seemed an interesting thought to you, I was Pius of Pericarnassus. I was Erno Pasternak when you wanted to be betrayed and lacerated. I made you sing Pasternakiaus about how awesome I and my frivolous war were. You wanted to hate me then. I was Franco Negro, and you were nationalists. You wanted an international black banknote in militarism. You wanted to work in a factory, longed to serve God, and medieval industrial architecture. You wanted to live under a concrete arch. I was a woman, Dolores Dei, when you felt like you wanted a mother, a perfect mother. I had beautiful breasts. I was young, and so were you. You wanted to fall in love, and I let you. Humanism, Renaissance, caring for each other. I put you in schools and taught you languages. You got tired of me, and I was killed. Then you wanted a world without me, and I was the innocence sola to you, an indifferent girl, sitting back and watching you orchestrate coups. Do as yourself then. Make mistakes. Don't learn anything, I thought. I was a citizen. I went from country to country, from one incel to another, and introduced you to my thoughts. Everywhere I went, I spread to you my cynicism and nihilism. I talked on the radio about how everything is wrong, how everything is égal, pahui, who cares? Presidents, kings, princes, and sheiks. All were afraid of me. No one wanted to let me into their suzerainty. They didn't want me in their publishing houses, on their big screens, or in their talk shows. But when I signed autographs in the bookstore, they saw. You gathered in heaps, and when I spoke on the radio, the ratings went up. I was brilliantly successful. Thank you. You made me happy. They let me into their talk shows, and there I showed what human thoughts are capable of. You, I think, may have these thoughts too. And how witty you are. You kept listening and laughing. You called your whole family to the radiola, and together you heard about how special you really are. I could have had a supermodel girlfriend too, I said. But I have chosen loneliness. Wouldn't it be bourgeois? Dear supermodel, Of course I could spend the night with you. We'd have fun. You'd be numb as a pillow from cocaine. I'd pipe milk up your ass and watch it squirt out. Sure, I've thought about it. But that wouldn't be me anymore. It would go against everything I believe in. But that's a show. That's not why you chose me. I was the only one who asked, what was that sacred and terrible smell in the air that time? I don't have the weakness and arrogance to tell you what it is. I don't pretend to know what horrible beauty is to you, the secret of your heart. The end of this story, I'll show you. I want to peel away the world layer by layer. And this time, it's not a scam or a figure of speech. It's realpolitik. I attack, first Revachol, then Grad, and then further. It never ends. I open one front after another. Then, when all who are not with me are dead, and the Pale sweeps over the world, have at it. Here are terminals where you can fall to your death. Go of your own free will. It means nothing. I'm evacuating the world. We will go to live in the past. In front of the outpatient clinic, on the park bench, you will come again. You are together under the Paradna. The rain is pouring down. You are talking. Your friends come across the square in a snowy city, their collars raised. All that remains of this world is a memory, an entrepreneuric catastrophe. You could never quite tell what it was. Even when your eyes were rolled back and staring straight into your head, you couldn't tell. A ghost, she slipped into all the lost places, into the irreversible. I'll give her to you to take, her smell in your hands, a sacred and terrible smell. Now rub your face with it. The Pale, she is ripe with color, seeping through the grubby slits. I open the blinds in the intermediate frequencies, and all the terrible lost colors of the past come out. Everything is again. This is where nihilism leads. There is no longer what could be or what might not be. This is it. The whole world is an immediate zone of entrepreneuric collapse.